We're at South High School's Acuity Fieldhouse, where tonight the Red Wings host conference foe Green Bay Preble. Hello everybody, alongside the coach Chris Wright, I'm Mike Martin. Chris, both teams come in with not very good records, but they're close and it could be an outstanding game.
Yeah, it is very close and a big win for Sheboygan South the other day. I talked to Jake Knuth and Connor Harrison after the game the other day, and they said, you know what, we just got to get better every week. And you know what, Jake? February starts on Saturday or Friday, and so, you know, getting better and winning basketball games, try to build some momentum maybe for the tournament or something that they were kind of talking about. Said they've been getting better in practice. You know, continuity's getting better, so maybe a winning streak going into Saturday night would be good for South.
I was talking to Chris Hine about that. By the way, you'll want to stick around at halftime. We got an interview with Chris. But we were saying, you know, they beat East. You did that game, and they can beat Preble tonight. Have a 2-game winning streak going in against South would be huge.
Yeah, and one of the things that they talked about the other day, too, in the second quarter is just their consistency. You know, they had a great first quarter, and then they just couldn't make a basket in the second quarter. I think they had only 3, and East came back and got a big lead, and well, not a lead, but came back a little bit on them, and they had a nice second half, but, you know, it was an inconsistency, and I think that's what Jake was kind of talking about the other night, was kind of like we just got to put it all together for 4 quarters and just instead of just 3.
Preble has a couple of good ball players. Olentier Bryant is averaging 13-7 a game, and Connor Kraft averaging 12-3. And then Cade Berceau is averaging 8.6. Those numbers really don't stand out that much, but there is a number after those that does cause me concern. Bryant had a 22-game high, Kraft had a 25-game high, and Berceau had a 19-point high game. And you never know if one of those guys goes off. It could be awfully tough for the Red Wings.
Yeah, the other day, East had a kid by Antonio Ford. They struggled against him in the first half, but you're right, Marty. You know, you got to play a little bit better defense, more consistent defense. Again, something that South's been trying to put together all the time. I talked to Coach Schultz a little bit as he walked off the floor after the win. He said just nothing's easy, and you know, that was a game that South should have won very handily the other day, and they just couldn't put things together. And you know, both offensively and defensively, they're going to have to do that tonight.
I think you really hit the nail on the head when you talk about the defense, because if you can get on a guy and really stay with them, you can keep him from going off on you.
Yeah, and again, this is another team that's not very tall in the league. And they good size matchup for South, and I thought Jake Knuth and Matt Schrader in the fourth quarter really put the basically the team on their back and really had an outstanding quarter the other day. And building that momentum, playing good defense, and you know, maybe putting some pressure on these Preble guys. Maybe put a little press down. I know they tried a little trap the other day. Maybe work that a little bit more, change up the defense a little bit.
What you're hearing in the background is the South High Band, accompanied by the Junior High Band from Farnsworth, I believe, and Horseman. So they're making some good noise alongside of us here. Let's talk a little bit about Matt Schrader. He's averaging 14-1 a game, and Jake Knuth averaging just under 10 at 9.8. Got to have some good games out of those two players.
Yeah, and again, the other day in the fourth quarter, they both did. Matt struggled, you know, to get even a couple baskets or even shot attempts until about the fourth quarter the other day. And, you know, he's your leading scorer. He's your senior guy to go to. He's going to have to go off, and he's going to have to go off on Saturday night, too. So start making some here and work that into Saturday night.
All right, with that, we're going to step out. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off for tonight's game.
Local government, local educational institutions, and local community members all use cable access TV to communicate their message. They depend upon it as an affordable means of outreach. Public, educational, and government access television empowers local government agencies, individuals, and groups to use the media to speak directly to their constituents in a more direct and cost-effective way. Make sure everyone has a voice. Support your local PEG channels.
When you're behind the wheel, always watch for people walking and biking. It's Wisconsin law to give bikes at least 3 feet when passing. In Wisconsin, the laws are the same for bicyclists and motorists. So if you bike, ride with the traffic and obey stop signs and lights. People ride bicycles to go places, get exercise, reduce pollution, save money, and have fun. Watch for people riding bikes when you're driving. Share and be aware. We're all responsible.
Did you know that 90% of all eye injuries can be prevented by simply wearing proper eye protection? I'm Dr. Tamara Fountain for the American Academy of Ophthalmology. I see firsthand how vision problems can affect lives. We recommend that every household keep protective eyewear on hand to use during home projects and other activities that can cause injuries. Know your risks, save your sight. To learn more about eye health, visit geteyesmart.org.
I wouldn't let my peeps drive drunk. Do you? Do you? Do you? I got one. Do you? Actually, I got two. Designated drivers, that is. Keep your head screwed on straight. Don't drive drunk. I don't. Do you? Do you? Do you? Don't drink and drive. We don't. Do you?
Brought to you by Rad, Terry Fader, and My Safe Ride Home. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
I'm looking for my safe ride home.
Do you?
Back at South High School's Acuity Fieldhouse, Jose Rivera is going to announce the starting lineups for Preble.
Number 25, Cade Berceau.
13 was Christian Hernandez, 25, Cade Berceau. Connor Kraft is 35. Devontae Pigney.
45,
Connor Lemons. Rob Darrow is the head coach, and now for South High.
Matt Schrader, guard, senior.
I'm TJ Fitch, sophomore, and I play guard.
Jake Knuth, forward, senior year.
I'm Carter Robinson, I'm a guard, I'm a junior.
Connor Harrison, I'm a guard. I'm a sophomore.
South is coached by Tim Schultz in his 8th year. There you see Coach Schultz. Our officials tonight are Mike Olig from Kiel and Jeff Voland from Plymouth. Voland will be doing the tossing. Had a nice little chat with Mike Olig. He knows Shady a little bit, played against him.
Oh, yeah?
The Howard's Grove tournament. Remember they used to have that adult tournament years and years ago? I guess if it was years and years ago, Oleg must be an old guy. I said they usually get a game or two here and work some other games in the Fox Valley Classic. Also work over in the Lakeshore League and Eastern Wisconsin. South comes in 2-15. Preble is 5-12. Knuth controls the tap. Amundsen has it, and looks like Preble's opening up in a 2-1-2s, Chris? 2-3?
2-3, I would think.
Shot from the corner, Rainbow is no good by TJ Pitch. South in a man-to-man. Jump shot from 13 feet out is no good by Hernandez. And good defense cutting off Schrader from getting to the baseline. Whoa. Good quickness shown by Pitch to save that errant pass. Knuth's shot from the top is no good. Rebound taken away by Connor Kraft. Slow start. We figured it'd be a good game because the teams are very close in the conference and in their overall records, but being that the records aren't very good, you know, maybe the quality of basketball may not be the best.
No, it'll probably be an even matchup here.
Drive to the basket is good by Berceau.
Well, I guess there won't be a shutout, Marty.
Oh, and they scored within the first minute and a half of the game. They're right up there with the Badgers.
Both teams giving up 67 points, Marty. 58 points per game on offense for Preble compared to just 52-8 for South.
Pitch trying to get the baseline, but pretty good defense again played by Preble, and then they commit a foul. Foul's on Berceau. The one thing I didn't like, I don't know if you noticed that, Chris, South had all 5 guys on one side of the basket, and they had no one to reverse it to. Pitch from way outside the line, around and down. Hoop didn't want it, but it went in.
TJ's been really improved the last couple weeks, Marty. Getting a lot more baskets.
Hernandez has it on top. 3-point attempt is up and good by Cade Berceau. He has all 5 points for Preble.
Here's Pitch again. Yeah, his averages just slowly but surely keep getting higher and higher, and there's another chance by Pitch.
Left him open in the corner. Couldn't get it to go. And putting it up and in was Devontae Pinkney. 7-3 South. Well, the kid that didn't start was the guy that's their leading scorer, Olentier Bryant. Foul inside. All goes on Kraft, his first. Going to the line for South will be Connor Harrison. Cody McLaughlin checking in. Was parents' night tonight. A nice little presentation, and we mentioned the band in the opening. So big night going on here. Saw Keith Wall, his son, coaches at Preble.
He was a great coach at Green Bay Preble, Marty.
Yep, they had a lot of success with him at the helm.
Big battles between him and Dessau.
Yeah.
2 guys that, I don't know if they maybe respected each other, but I don't know if they always
liked each other. Hernandez kicks it out. 3-point attempt misses everything. Schrader with the rebound. Kick out. Shot from the corner is no good. Harrison can't get the rebound. Tyler Zietz had the initial shot but couldn't get it to go. Jump shot from 12 is around and down by Connor Lemons.
He's just a freshman, Marty.
Oh, man. You're right. Inside to Harrison, who feeds it off to McLaughlin, who lays it up and in. Nice play there by the Southsiders. Good cut down the lane by McLaughlin. Shot is no good. Pinkney comes away with the rebound and has it tipped away. They're going to call a foul on South. Foul's on Harrison. Nine to 6. Preble with 3:32 left in the first quarter. Scott Maloff is our director tonight. Richard Bartson and Eric Wiesman are the cameramen. Richard's on top. Chris Wright is the color man. And Vin Scully's your play-by-play guy. Rebound putback is up and in by McIntyre. McIntyre off the bench, getting 2 points. Posting up inside is Sam Selk. And they get it to McLaughlin instead. Kick out to Amundsen, who rotates it around. I think Amundsen's going to have to take a shot from the top of the key, Chris. You know, he rotated up. He was wide open.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot much, Marty.
Shot is blocked. McLaughlin had a good look down underneath, but shot was blocked. And then turning it right back over was Cade Berceau.
Well, there was a lot of kids here, Marty. And
they headed home to do their homework.
That or there's a big pile of them at McDonald's right now.
They could be out in the commons. In the ball game is Jordan Jackson, number 35.
You know, I know some of them are down below, but you know what, Marty? Part of the deal is it's the game. You know, maybe I shouldn't whine, but sometimes, you know, I get a little annoyed with all the extracurriculars, and the bottom line is it's the basketball game, and all those other things, drumline, dance team, band, is all nice, but it's the game, and you should stay for the game. These are your classmates, you know, your community players. You should stay for that.
Shot by Zietz is no good. And they're going to get a double dribble on Cade Berceau. It looked like he got bumped, and probably should have been a foul called on Salk, but it wasn't. We'll take it. In the ball game is Jamal Jackson. Salk sitting down. Now Jackson, big guy, should be able to post down underneath. He's down underneath there. See if they can get him the ball. Matt Miller has it on the wing. Fires up a three-pointer. Had a good bounce, but couldn't get it in. Coming away with the rebound was Brandon Collins. Preble on top, 11-6. Rolling down to the 1:10 mark of the first quarter. The left-handed jump shot is off. Shot attempt was by Joshua Sinclair. Pardon me, that was by Brandon Collins. Still in the zone, huh, Chris?
Well, that, and I was thinking to myself, once again, South with just 2 baskets in the quarter. We're under 45 seconds left.
Zietz was tied up, and the possession arrow goes to Preble. So they'll get it out of bounds.
South on a shooting 20% here in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's been slim pickings. They've had some good looks. Haven't been able to get them in. Taking it to the hoop, but not getting it in was Preble's Cade Berceau, but he did get fouled. Falls on Jamal Jackson. Berceau will be at the line shooting a pair. Berceau leads all scorers with 5 points in the first quarter. There's 34.2 seconds left. And Berceau couldn't hit either free throw.
They're about 50% from the floor themselves, but not be able to make free throws.
Schrader has it on top. 20 seconds left. Down deep. Shot is up and in by Jake Knuth. Breaks the ice. 11-8. 10 seconds. Stolen away by Amundsen. And a mad scramble on the floor, and then we get a travel call. South will get it with 0.5 seconds left. This was a situation at the end of overtime in the JV game with Preble on it and not able to get it in. At the end of 1 quarter of play, South trailing by a score of 11-8 to Preble.
It's your home, it's your dream. Radon testing, keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
Making it green starts from the ground up, so make sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Test your home for the presence of radon. Go to epa.gov/radon.
Make it green, green, green.
Time was, kids did what came naturally, spending free time running through the grass, exploring streams. But times have changed. Today's indoor kids spend more than 7 hours in front of electronic media. That's why National Wildlife Federation created the Be Out There movement. Outdoor play improves kids' health, body, mind, and spirit. It helps them stay fit, enhances creativity, and could even make them better students. There's a reason they call it the Great Outdoors. Learn more at beoutthere.org.
Ranting during the timeout, but we're not going to tell you what we were ranting about, because someone might get mad at us. South will bring it in. They're down 11-8. Now, by the way, in action tonight, the South JV team won in overtime over Preble.
43-40. And watching Preble, I don't know. They're going to have some tough years down the road here at Preble for basketball.
It's interesting how that goes in cycles, except for Sheboygan North has actually been very steady, over the years. De Pere has been very good, I think, over the years.
Well, Sheboygan North was picked 7th in the league, and they're going to finish 3rd or 4th.
TJ Pitch with a long three.
He's hit half of them. He's 2 of 4 out there.
All tied up at 11.
But Green Bay Preble, they got, 2,200 kids. They should be able to...
Yeah, should muster up a couple good players.
You would think so. And
I think they're the largest school in the conference.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Bayport's right there, too. Bayport's big.
North, I think, sits at about 1,600. South is about 1,400.
I think it's about 14 something, and South's down about 1185.
Oh, it is that low?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I just looked it up. I thought my numbers were pretty close.
No, I think they're a lot lower than you think. I think South would have been a Division II if they would have made the playoffs.
Pitch trying to pass it off, had the ball knocked away, and then 2 Preble guys not able to control it, goes out of bounds. South will keep it. Coming back in is Connor Lemons and Joel Delwich. I don't think Schrader's had a shot tonight, has he, Chris?
1.
1 shot.
2.
Open. Couldn't get it in. Pitch with the rebound. Had his shot blocked by Pinckney. That's his 2nd block of the game, I believe. Schrader, again, had a shot attempt, but it was blocked, but he was fouled. He'll be shooting a pair of free throws.
Well, a couple reloads for the Red Wings. And those extra opportunities going to probably give them a lead here.
Ugh. Schrader did not look good on that free throw.
No.
Boy, that was flat.
Knee bend.
Looked Ryan Evans-esque on that free throw attempt. A little bit of arch. That's better.
Not really, I don't know.
6-point run here for the Red Wings.
Here comes that trap, Marty. And that's over and back. There you go.
Good double team right at half court, and that forced Cody McIntyre to turn it over.
Turnover number 5 for Preble. I have South with just 1 turnover so far. Getting the shots, just not making the baskets.
Preble continues to stay in the 2-3 zone.
South 4 of 15 shooting so far.
Pitch driving. Lays it off the rim, no good. Grabbing the rebound for Preble was Joel Delwich. Hernandez at the controls right now. Pull-up 7-footer is off, no good.
That's gotta be a foul.
Went up high for the rebound and got fouled.
Third rebound for Carter.
Falls on Hernandez. 4 team fouls to 2. Preble has that many. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Coming into tonight's game, WSCS TV is 8-3. You brought us home on Friday with a win. That was good. Also want to mention WSCS Sheboygan.com website. Make sure you go there. They have got a lot of programming for you to watch. And Chris, our next game is going to be on Saturday when South invades North for the second of the 2 North-South weekends. When do the freshmen the freshmen will play in the afternoon?
No, they're playing now Thursdays.
Okay, freshmen, that's right. But JVs will play in the afternoon.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So if you want to go see basketball, you can go to Thursday, go out for fish on Friday, and then come back Saturday and watch the JVs and varsity.
Sounds like my plan.
Going out to Miller's Glen?
I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but Friday nights off aren't...
Hey, Anglers Avenue's got good sandwiches and good fish, too.
Yeah.
Whoa. That pass was just a little bit too hard.
Not too many Fridays off with this.
No, not too many is right.
But February's around the corner. We're down to about, 4 games left in the season. It is winding down.
3 more dates, actually.
For us, but I'm just saying overall.
Oh, right, you got some tournament.
This is game 18, so that means that they have 4 left, and then it'll be tournament time. Hopefully we'll do a couple of those games.
Somebody was asking me about, where the game's going to be played and all that, and of course we don't know that until the seeding comes out.
That's hard to believe. There's only 4 games left.
A good block by Harrison. Amundsen had a look, didn't want to take it though. And Knuth was open at first and passed it in awfully late to the point where it was stolen. And Jake commits a foul.
I got to see the pier last Thursday, Marty.
They look pretty good.
Wow. I think Pulaski's very well coached and have good teams, and De Pere lost to Pulaski, but I'll tell you, De Pere, they're big and lanky, smart, make good, crisp passes.
Good guard play?
Yes, very good guard play, and every one of their guys was taller than the North kids.
Oops.
And North hung in there. It was a 17-point game, but...
Jump shot is up and good by Lemons.
But I'll tell you that De Pere, they're just way better.
13-12, Preble on top. Almost a steal by Harrison, but he stepped out of bounds.
Well, Tyler Zietz with a running jumper there. I don't know exactly what that was.
It wasn't good, whatever it was. On more than one level. Oh boy, putting it right out there to be stolen was Berceau.
Good help defense by Jackson.
Pinckney has it inside. And stepped on the line. Now, I mentioned before that we haven't seen Olentier Bryant, number 15. I wonder what's up with him if he's hurt.
Grades did probably come out last week. Maybe that's an issue. I don't know. Maybe it's a discipline. Who knows?
There's a couple of kids on the bench with their warm-ups on, so we can't see if he's on the bench or not. I got the pronunciation for one of the players. I wish he would have mentioned something if he wasn't going to play tonight. Zietz had it knocked away, and there's a mad scramble. And McLaughlin threw it out of bounds, but it goes off a Preble player. TJ Pitch coming back in. Coming in for Carter Amundsen.
Well, there's 10 on the bench and 5 on the floor, so he must be sitting there somewhere.
Yeah, we'll find out. Might be tomorrow. Well, when your team doesn't have a good record and you're missing your high scorer, that's going to hurt. Sam Selk in the lane, tried to pass it off, but threw it away.
Or did he?
Gets it right back. Zeitz, bango baby. Zeitz with a high arching three-pointer, and that makes it 15-13 South. Hernandez with a three. Couldn't get it. Jackson with the rebound. Good decision by Jamal to pull it out. Jordan Jackson. Oh. Good inside feed. McLaughlin shoots it up and in.
Good idea. Nice job waiting, Marty. Set his feet, square himself, go off the board.
South by 4. 2.5 left in the first half.
Biggest lead for South?
Yep. Pinckney off the glass, and it rolls in, and he got fouled. Wow, that was quite a shot. Sam Selk picked up the foul. Both teams sitting with 4 team fouls, and not one player has 2. So 8 different people have committed fouls.
Committed crimes.
Yeah.
Preble 7 of 15 shooting now, and they've missed a lot of free throws too.
Yeah.
Both teams have missed free throws.
All their free throws. Are 0 for 3. South is 2 for 4 only. And another turnover by the Hornets.
And for Preble, Brennan Collins.
17-15, South on top. Pitch had it on top, gets it over to Schrader. Under 2 minutes left in the first half. Good defense played by Pinckney. TJ Pitch with a 3.
Well, he tried a bunch of 2s, didn't make any of them, so he shot up a 3. He's now 3 of 8 from the floor.
Shot inside, rolls out. Had a good look was Connor Kraft.
Checking in for South, Jamal Jackson.
Jamal Jackson coming in for his brother Jordan. .16-foot jumper is up and in by Connor Kraft.
His first basket, he's 1 of 5.
20-17. Matt Schrader's shot is no good. And I think we're going to get an over-the-back foul on Jamal Jackson, 45. We now have a player with 2 fouls. .106 left in the first half. South on top, 20-17. Three-point attempt, a high arching shot is no good. That shot was missed by Cody McIntyre. That shot is up and in. Connor Kraft again. All tied at 20 with 40 seconds left. Miller had it tipped away but was able to get it back. You know, guard play is not very good. Maybe that's because they don't have guards out on top, Chris. Good timeout by Tim Schultz, prevent the turnover. It's a 30-second timeout. There's 30.2 seconds left. What do you tell the troops, Chris?
I don't know, Marty. They struggling to get anything going on offense. I see Coach calling out plays and stuff, and they seem to run them for a while, but it doesn't seem like they all the way through and things like that, and then things seem to break down. You know, just a little more consistency in things. And
you know, we kid around a little bit about, you know, the guard play not being very good, but the reality is when you have big guys out on the floor and they're handling the ball like you'd want a guard to handle it, it's not going to be very good. You got Schrader in there and Pitch, who would be considered guards, but they haven't gotten the ball out on top much. Now you might as well just pull it out and play for one. Preble coming out high to guard South perimeter players. 10 seconds left. Jackson got his feet set, couldn't get it in. Preble has it with 2 seconds left. And shot is short, and we're at halftime. All tied up at 20.
Hello, I'm Dr. Regina Benjamin, U.S. Surgeon General. Breastfeeding is a preventive measure that can protect babies from illnesses and infections, and there are also health benefits for mothers. While 75% of American mothers start out breastfeeding, only 13% of babies are exclusively breastfed at the end of 6 months, and the rates are much lower for African American infants. Whether you're a grandmother or an employer, you can help make it easier for moms to breastfeed. For more information, please go to surgeongeneral.gov.
The preteen years are a challenging time, but they're also a good time to think about your child's health, which is why, if you're the parent of an 11 or 12-year-old, you need to know about preteen vaccines. Vaccines that can protect your preteen from meningitis, whooping cough, and for girls, the virus that causes cervical cancer. So schedule a checkup for your child today and ask about preteen vaccines, because your preteen might think that they're grown up, but they're counting on you to know better.
Brought to you by DHHS and the CDC.
Good luck this weekend at State.
I can have text all night long, but not when I'm driving.
What's the point of texting me about a party that you might not make it to?
I don't text and drive. Do you?
Do you?
Do you? Did you say text or sex? Hey, I got an idea. As long as you're texting, why don't you write your own obituary, dumb?
I don't
text and drive.
Do you?
We don't text and drive. Do you?
Brought to you by Rad Terry Fader and his cast of thousands. Friends don't let friends text and drive.
Party!
Did you know early signs of eye disease and vision changes start to occur around age 40? I'm Dr. Ann Coleman for the American Academy of Ophthalmology. I see firsthand how vision problems can affect lives. We are urging adults to get a baseline eye disease screening at age 40. If you have any risk factors or signs of eye disease, see an ophthalmologist right away. Know your risks. Save your sight. To learn more, visit geteyesmart.org.
Joining me is Chris Hine, Athletic Director at South High School. New Athletic Director, by the way. How's the transition going, Chris?
It's going well. I mean, you know, I'm learning every day, definitely. I certainly don't know what I don't know, so every day is a little bit scary because I'm trying to make sure I don't mess anything up and make sure that teams show up for games and officials are here for games. But I'm feeling it out and starting to get a little more comfortable with the position every day.
Now, you recently got married, you know, and that's a big commitment, obviously. And so is being an athletic director. It takes you out of the house a lot. How is that working out?
Well, before I applied for the position, I talked to my fiance at the time, and you know, we definitely talked over a lot of the issues and concerns with the new job, and we both knew that I'd be gone a lot of nights as a requirement for the job. So it was something we were prepared for and something we talked about beforehand. So she's been awesome. My wife Jessica's been really supportive, and you know, because you're right, I mean, 4 nights a week I'm here until 9:30, 10 o'clock. Some, you know, weekends. Last Saturday I was here at 7 in the morning and, you know, until 5 in the afternoon. So it's a lot of hours, but she's been great, and I wouldn't be able to do it without her. So.
One more question for you, Chris. They say a high school, or any school really, a lot of it runs through the secretaries, you know, and the job they kind of do. How is that for your position?
I mean, that's really what's allowed me to survive this first semester. Is Mary Rissy and Cindy Rupp are just phenomenal. They've got unbelievable experience, and they've been able to help me and kind of keep my head above water when I needed them to. And so, yeah, I've had a great support system here at South, from the administration all the way to the secretaries that have made the transition pretty smooth, I think.
And with that, I think we're going to sign off. Thanks a lot for joining us, and good luck with this athletic director position.
Go Red Wings.
Cable access channels are critical tools for local government. They provide important information about issues, services, and programs, as well as local emergencies. They also allow you to watch your local elected officials in action. Through the provision of governmental access channels, our communities are kept informed, educated, and entertained. Where else can you get information about your local government? Make sure everyone has a voice. Support your local government access channel.
Engineers Without Borders USA answers the call with more than 225 university and professional chapters from a wide spectrum of disciplines. With more than 400 sustainable engineering projects in more than 45 countries, our organization is changing the world. If you would like to find out more about how you, too, can change the world, visit www.ewb-usa.org and click Get Involved. Engineers Without Borders USA. Building a better world, one community at a time.
It is time for caring people everywhere to treat animals as more than mere property.
To be bred, bought, and sold at an owner's whim.
I urge you to adopt your next dog or cat
at a local shelter or humane society.
Please, be a guardian, not an owner.
Back at South High School's Acuity Fieldhouse, where you can see on your screen we're all tied up at 20 apiece. Some scoring. First for Preble, Cade Brousseau had 5 points. Cody McIntyre 2. Connor Kraft had 5. All of those coming, those were the last 5 points of the half, and that allowed Preble to tie up South. Devontae Pickney had 4 points and also a couple of big blocks. And Connor Lemons had 4 points. For South, their leading scorer, Matt Schrader, only had 1 point. He hit 1 out of 2 free throws. Tyler Zietz had 3. TJ Pitch had a good half with 9. Jake Knuth 2. Cody McLaughlin had 4. And Connor Harrison 1. And that puts us at 20 points each. Chris was busy at halftime crunching numbers, and he's got some stats for you also.
Well, not very good shooting, Marty. 7 of 22 for Sheboygan South. 4 of 11 from 3. They took half their shots from three-point range. Part of the reason is, I think, the Preble zone, Marty. 9 of 19 shooting for Green Bay Preble, and South's defense, which you mentioned in the opening, will be important. They did cause 7 turnovers for Preble.
I think the main point there why South isn't leading is they had a lot of open looks, but just couldn't put the ball through the basket.
I sent a text to TVC and see if we can get a score from Manitowoc.
I hope you enjoyed the interview at halftime with Chris Hine. It's interesting, he had mentioned before he took the job that he had talked with his fiancée about the position and what it all entailed. And she was good with it. And as we both know, when you're an athletic director, you're out of the house for 3 to 4 to 5 nights a week, you know, till 10 o'clock at night. And it's a lot of time away from home. And that's the nighttime part of it. And you're gone all day, too.
Goes back to a different thing we were mentioning before. It's not just athletic director, it's activities director. I mean, you're in charge of the play and forensics and debate and the drum line and the dance team and the, you know, besides just all the sports teams, and there's plenty of them.
First shot by Preble out of the gate is no good by Cade Brousseau. Same starting lineup for the Red Wings. It's Schrader, Pitch, Knuth, Amundsen, and Harrison. Inside shot. Harrison missed the inside shot, but he was fouled by Pinkney. And for Devontae, that'll be his second.
Matt Schrader, your leading scorer, has just 1 point, Marty. He was 0 of 3. Jake Knuth.
That's not even enough shots.
No, and Jake Knuth, your second leading scorer, he was 1 of 2. So just, again, South plays a lot of guys, which I bet you the parents love it. The kids don't complain. But
you don't have your best guys on the floor enough.
Not necessarily, but gaining experience, and that's what he's trying to do. And, you know, Coach Schultz always has his best guys out there at the end when it counts. And 2 more missed free throws, Marty.
They're 2 for 6 on the night, which is slightly better than Preble, which is 0 for 4.
They are free, right?
Yeah. Good hands. Schrader with the pickup, taking it hard to the basket. Was fouled. He'll be shooting a pair. Pinkney liking the block. He can get up there. Schrader will be at the line shooting a pair. There it is. Look at this. Boom. Take that. Not my house, your house, or any house. Schrader puts the pancake free throw in.
46-42 at the end of 3. Favor of North.
Too close.
Rader nets a pair. South up 22-20. He has 3 points on the night. Ball tipped away from behind. Cody McIntyre had it, but had it tipped away. Rob Darrow, the Preble coach. You see him standing in the corner of your screen. He's in his first year with the Hornets.
No. 4th year, I thought. I think it's his 4th. It is his. Oh, it's his 3rd year.
3rd. Okay.
Yeah, he's
on the website I was looking. I thought it said first year.
11 and 36. That doesn't include this year. So 16 and 48.
Yep,
that's
tough.
You got that right.
Pinkney inside. Looked like he got hit in the head, but no call. But he gets the 2. We're all tied up. Pinkney with 6 points. And Schrader battling.
I'll tell you.
Hey, they're scrapping, Chris.
I know. I'm watching some of these seniors, and just wondering.
Good defense played there by Preble. Knuth from the free throw line nails it. Nice jump shot by Jake.
It's now 2 of 3.
And he has 4 points. Boy, McIntyre looked like he wanted to shoot but didn't. South comes away with the rebound. Pitch, no good, and they're going to get an offensive foul. I thought that defender did the flop.
Here's Joey Schultz in the game. He's the only Red Wing that didn't get in the game in the first half.
Is Tetschlag on? No, Tetschlag is not on the bench.
Nope.
They introduced him with his parents. Shot blocked from behind off a South player. Chris shaking his head like, what's he shooting that shot for?
Right, and Coach Darrow wants a foul there. I mean, he threw himself into 2 Red Wings and then expected a foul call.
Isn't that how it works?
No. Unless you're all-star in the NBA where you get the calls.
Right down Main Street. Shot off the glass is good by Cade Berceau. That looked pretty nice, Chris.
That was much better.
Jake Knuth from outside the line nails a 3. Woohoo!
Getting
uncharted territory. You usually see him shoot from out there.
How about travel?
There we got it. Got into no man's land, did Brandon Collins, and he fell down. You don't want to go there. Whoops.
Why are you leaving your feet there?
Well, why are you going to go in there amongst 3 guys? What are you going to do in there?
And then leave your feet, and it's nothing but a disaster. And thought that was a big stop for South.
I'll tell you the most amazing thing about that play. He's still in the game. Joey Schultz has it, gives it off to Miller.
Coach Darrow all of a sudden, let's go press. Well, the team's not ready for a press, so half of them doesn't get in it. And bingo.
With a 3. And South goes up 6, their biggest lead of the night.
Well, I thought that was a big stop by South on that end. And now a basket, 3-point and a basket. Big lead now for South. Now they change up their D.
Good ball movement by Preble, but I'll tell you that 3-point shot looked pretty bad.
Yep.
That 3-point shot by the left-hander, Brandon Collins, looked pretty good though. Down to a 3-point South lead. Joey Schultz had it tipped away, but it goes off Pinckney. South will keep it. 4 minutes exactly left in the third quarter. South up 3. By the way, fans, we didn't find out what happened to Olentier Bryant. We could maybe ask the scout over here running the camera, but
no.
She's too busy texting.
Look at this. Get in there.
Zeitz right down Main Street had a good attempt at it.
Well, Joey Schultz, you wonder why you're not in the basketball game. You come in the game, you almost throw it away, and then you commit a foul.
I told you we'd find out. He has a knee injury. He's out for tonight.
DNP did not play?
Yep. He's on IR. Do you know what IR is? You're right. Injured reserve. Well, I tell you, South is scrambling with the D. Schrader with the takeaway. And he's fouled. Good take to the basket. Foul's going to go on Connor Kraft, his second.
10 turnovers now on Preble and Mounting.
Schrader will be at the line shooting a pair. Still doesn't have a basket, Chris. Just free throws.
Checking in for South, Connor Harrison, Carter Robinson, TJ Finch, and Jake Canoe.
5 new South guys about to come in. 4 are in. Here comes Selk to be the 5th.
Now, do you make the free throw or miss so you can stay in?
Well,
make it.
It's been a nice run by this crew here, and
see if they keep the pressure on. Defense has been pretty good the last couple of minutes. Amundsen had Berceau. Good back cut by Collins. His shot is blocked out of bounds, but I think they're going to get Knuth with the foul. Watch this. Good back cut right there. And they get it on Selk, number 31.
Oh, okay.
Shot is good by the old left-hander, Collins. There's something I like about everybody, Chris.
Lefty?
Yep.
Don't like his form either, Marty.
No, I didn't like it either.
Senior. That guy's a senior. Throws like that.
Yeah, you think by the time you're a senior, you got some of those fundamentals down. Had a chance to talk to Mr. Selk a little bit during the JV game. He's wearing his lacrosse hooded sweatshirt. He looked pretty good in it too. 2:45 left in the third. 32-28, South on top. Right in the teeth of the defense. 4-on-1. Berceau, you're not going to get it done, man. You're not that tall.
Nope. Good defense by South. Just, oh boy.
Well, Sam had a good idea, but got a little bit ahead of himself. And Amundsen with another steal, another turnover by the Hornets. Knuth on a good pass to Harrison for an easy 2. 34-28. And Selk with a steal, and we get a foul. And I think they're going to call that on Preble. Collins. Brandon Collins picks up the foul.
7 shots attempts for Preble in the quarter and 5 turnovers. That's not the numbers you want to have if you want to compete for victories.
Harrison having trouble getting it in.
Aye.
So he almost throws it out of bounds instead.
Pitched it on the line.
Yeah, that was not good. Preble has it. He had a good shot of Mike Oleg. Collins.
Where are you going?
Got the shot off, but couldn't get it in. Rebound goes to Delwich. Under 2 minutes left. Kick out. Pinckney had a shot, but didn't take it. Pass out to Kraft, and his shot is off.
Carter Amundsen, I have 6 rebounds tonight.
Well, Knuth was open in the middle. They didn't get it to him. Harrison. Knuth's shot off the glass is no good, and then he tries to tip the ball away and commits a foul. That was a bad move by Jake. It's only his 2nd foul. 4th team foul. Both teams sitting with 4 team fouls. Selk and Pitch come out. Zeitz back in. Schrader also in now. Pinckney's shot in the lane is no good. Knuth gets it out to Schrader. He's going hard to the hoop. Had it blocked. Good block by Delwich. Pinckney wants to dance, but he can't get the shot in. Putback is up and in by Delwich. I think Pinckney was looking to dunk Chris, but couldn't quite get in the right rhythm. We got a timeout. Full timeout. Scott, we can take a short break. There's 54.2 seconds left in the 3rd.
Television is a powerful and influential medium that allows different groups the opportunity to produce programming that directly affects their own communities. Public, educational, and government access channels ensure that all people, regardless of race, age, gender, disability, religion, or economic status, have access to local government information and the use of a public communication forum. Make sure everyone has a voice. Support your local PEG channels.
Back at South High School's Acuity Fieldhouse with the Red Wings up by 4, 34-30. Well, Chris, Preble just got a steal and a basket. Why are they calling a timeout?
That was my question during the break, Marty. What I didn't understand.
I'm stealing your thunder.
Well, I just didn't understand the point. You got 2 points. You waste the timeout.
Give the other team a chance to set up. Hey, there we get a good shot of the fans. Here at Southside, we actually have a student body here tonight. After the band left. Zeitz double teamed in the corner and just kind of threw it up for grabs and got away with it. Schrader's shot is no good, but he is fouled. He'll be shooting a pair. Zeitz got bailed out.
Well, that's one thing Matt does very well, I think, Marty. He really does explode well to the basket. There you saw the one-on-one and did not make the basket, but he did get fouled.
He's been pretty good at the line, Chris. He's got 5 in a row now. And actually 6 in a row and 6 out of 7. Puts in a couple more. He has 7 points on the night. That's not bad considering Maddens hasn't made a basket.
Green Bay Preble decides the press, so at the timeout, Coach Schultz inserts the press. 42 seconds left. 6-point lead's pretty comfortable in a game like this, Marty.
because there's not a lot of big runs.
No, it's
Both
you're
teams.
exactly right. You know, if I look down my sheet here, there's maybe a 5-point run at the end of the first quarter. No, at halftime. Schrader missed a layup. Oh my God. And he's wondering what's going on. Foul is on Connor Kraft. He now has 3 fouls. And coming in for him is Connor Lemons, the 9th grader. Actually, he didn't come in for Kraft.
Nope.
Came in for Delwich. McLaughlin, fading jump shot is no good. Not a good shot, Chris. Looked just like Ryan Evans. Connor Kraft threw it up and it went through. 16 seconds left in the third. 36-32. 36-32.
Yeah, they didn't mark it up there.
No. Good inside feed. Jackson couldn't get it. Schrader with another putback. Dead eye. That time he got it in just before the buzzer. Matt Schrader puts it in. And we're at the end of 3 with the score 38-32 South.
Hi, I'm Mia Hamm. As a professional soccer player, I know how rewarding sports can be and how quickly injuries happen. So I've teamed up with the American Association of Orthodontists to ask athletes to play it safe. With my years of training, I know what it takes to become an expert, and orthodontists do too. They're the experts who help people obtain healthy, beautiful smiles. Wear mouthguards, face masks, and helmets to prevent injuries. Keep smiling and visit braces.org.
It's usually pretty hard for an ordinary person to get inside medical research facilities. They don't want the general public really to know what's going on. So much of this research isn't leading to anything that can possibly be helpful. And to allow such barbaric conditions to continue is a very black mark against humanity.
Back at South High School's at Cutie Fieldhouse, and there you see the South bench. Good quarter for the Southsiders, Chris, 18 points. And Schrader's come alive a little bit. He has 9. Pitch still with 9. Jake Knuth has 7. So pretty good balance in their scoring. Given the score, it's understandable that they don't have anybody in double figures yet. You know, given the way South normally outscores their opponent in the fourth quarter, and a steal by Schrader, and he wants to go to the basket, had it tipped away, no call. Thought he got fouled. Berceau's shot is no good. Hunter Harrison got the ball back, but he was standing on the line at the same time, so it's a go over to South. It'll go over to Preble. Shot off the glass is no good by Lemons, and had a pretty good look at it. Seems like both teams now, Chris, are missing those point range shots. Point blank, I mean. Jesus Revere is our floor announcer today. Sim Safford not here. Connor Harrison with a spinning shot puts it in.
Preble down to 13 of 33 shooting, along with their 14 turnovers, 15 turnovers. I mean,
Cade Berceau just threw it out of bounds, Chris. Whatever your total is, it just went up one more.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying that it's just, they don't have a lot of possessions, and now the turnovers are mounting. And
Amundsen has it, bringing it up now. Preble in a man-to-man defense. Knuth trying to post up inside.
Bad shot.
Yeah, pitch drove it in there and then just kind of threw it up. And we got a man down. It's Connor Lemons. Foul is going to be on Jake Knuth. For Jake, that's his third. Jake has 3, Sam Selk 2, Jamal Jackson has 2. For Preble, Connor Kraft has 3. Devontae Pinkney has 2, along with Christian Hernandez. Both, well, actually, Preble has 6 team fouls, South only 5. We hope that he's okay. Maggie Bauer out there. That's Bauer with a B. See what happened. Check number 45 going up for the rebound. And, well, you don't see much unless it was his right knee got twisted around. And that's what we're looking at the left knee right now. Tim Schultz over there also. Takes me back to, I think Stu and I were doing a game in Sheboygan Falls football season, and this kid got hurt. And I mean, he was down for like 15 minutes. And finally, when they got done tending to him, he popped right up and ran off the field.
Right, the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, let's hope Lemons can go off under his own power. Unfortunately not. They're going to take him over to the training table. Coach Darrow coming back. You see him running through your picture there. It's 40-32. South with an 8-point lead. That's their largest of the game. There's 6:42 left in the ball game, and they've turned up the defensive pressure a little bit, and it has caused problems for the Hornets. Good swing there. Shot is up and in by Connor Kraft.
Kraft now 4 of 10. Got to take care of the ball, boys. Nice lead. You don't want to turn it over.
And you're going to get Amundsen being on the line. Chris and I both thought he might have been pushed by Christian Hernandez, but the referee didn't see it that way. Carter didn't say much, but he doesn't say much anyway. I mean, he doesn't complain.
No.
Matter of fact, I'm tempted to make a bad strike call on him and see if he says anything.
North won by 2.
That's a good thing.
60-58 against Manitowoc.
Hernandez down the lane, no good. Rebound by Jake Knuth.
His third.
That's not enough. Big guy like that. Good hustle on a D. Knuth from outside the line is no good, but he gets his 4th rebound. Harrison inside, shot is no good, but he's fouled. He'll be shooting a pair. I was just kidding about the bad call, Mrs. Amundsen. I would never do that to your son.
No, well, I agree. I mean, if you're going to call the over and back, then call the bump. I can understand, no harm, no foul. That's fine, but the minute you call the over and back, you have to call the bump.
Unless he didn't see it. Just saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Harrison with 6 points, looking for number 7, can't get it. Rebound goes to McIntyre. Kraft trying to step through and he gets fouled. Foul goes on Carter Amundsen. It's only his first. Preble has 17 fouls, South 6. Kraft with a nice little shot, puts it in. 41-37. He has 12 points. Amundsen being guarded by Kraft tightly. And Hernandez pushing Zietz to the floor, picks up a foul.
That's a senior there, Hernandez. Should have been called for a foul before, and then he has another one. He's got 3 fouls. He's 0 for 5 from the floor, committing silly fouls. Just play good D.
And a good shot of Zietz. Knock it home, baby.
Now that looked like pretty good form.
That looked, yeah, you're right. I thought it looked real good. He's a shooter. Oh, couldn't get the shooter's roll on that one.
That looked good, though. I like the knee bend, the routine.
The fundamentals were good.
Yep. Both teams now in bonus, Marty.
Travel called in the corner on Kraft. How many TOs?
16.
16. Jeez.
South with 6.
Pitch. Harrison runs it up the court, and then we get a bump. That's going to go on Connor Kraft, his 4th.
Once again, and it's not like South has great pressure or anything on Preble. They just enough pressure to cause some turnovers and mistakes. And
well, I like that move where he went to the trapping defense. That caused them problems.
Yep. And he kind of quick press. He got a turnover there. Doesn't stay in it for very long, but did the little damage to Preble.
Well, Preble really struggles with their guard play, and put a little pressure on him. It really pays dividends. 44-37. Jake Knuth picks up his 4th, 2nd in the 4th quarter.
Now there, I don't agree. You should have pressed. You're up by 7. Now you gave him a chance to get some points at the free throw line. Well, at least don't foul. I mean, poking.
Knuth comes out. McLaughlin comes in. 4:46 left in the ball game. Rims out. McLaughlin with the rebound. Deep. Zietz. Missed the layup. Got the putback, though.
Getting away from Preble.
Yeah. Biggest lead of the night, 9. And foul on South.
Had a man out of control. Didn't need to reach in there.
Falls on Connor Harrison. Cade Berceau on the line. And another missed free throw by Preble.
There.
Jeez.
There's just no other way to say it, Marty. They're not a very good basketball team.
Zietz couldn't wait to shoot that one. Probably should have pulled it. Yeah, well. Hernandez. Three-point attempt, a high arching shot is no good by McIntyre, and South comes away with it. And another player hurt, Pinckney down behind the bench, and he pops back up. He's going to be okay. You can see him in the background coming up. Maggie Bauer right there to help out.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have blown it dead. Clock should not, or they should not have stopped play there. Because he hopped back right up and now he's fine.
Yeah.
And you would have had a 5-on-4.
Exactly, I was just going to say that.
Carter had it wide open Schrader, but did not see him. Backwards to it, but he wants, clock is more important. And with 4 minutes left, South's going to run clock. They're in the double bonus. And then McLaughlin makes a horrible pass because he left his feet.
South got bailed out by the Preble tip of the ball out of bounds. Jake Knuth back in. And a timeout on the floor. Full timeout, Scott. Take a short break. 3:31 left in the game. South up 9.
I assess the needs of a community to make sure that our work will be sustainable.
We are working to change the world to make it a better place.
Through our sustainable engineering projects, thousands of members in more than 225 universities and professional chapters work to support these efforts in over 45 countries.
To find out more about how you can get involved, go to www.ewb-usa.org and click Get Involved.
Build a better world with us.
Build a better world with us.
Build a better world with us, one community at a time.
An interview. Back at South High School's Acuity Fieldhouse, the Red Wings up 9. They've played a good fourth quarter. And Preble has struggled to score points in the second half. They had 20 at halftime and they're only at 17. South had a big third quarter, getting 18 points.
Well,
when you think about 18 points in one quarter and they have 20 in a whole first half, you know, that's huge.
Well, right now, you're looking at a 9-point lead, and what's the highest quarter they've had? 12. You're down by 9, and the most points Preble's had in a whole quarter is 12, and now you're expected to get 3.5. I don't think it's going to happen for you, Hornets.
I don't think so either. Zeitz had a guy open. There he goes.
Oh, they're just hacking away and nobody's calling anything. Officials need to know better that this is what's happening. Hey.
Got to be strong with the ball in situations like this. Ball movement by the Red Wings. Inside feed to Harrison. He lays it up and in off a nice pass from Matt Schrader.
I thought it was a good timeout by Preble there. They let about a minute run off the clock, and then he gave up a layup. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And an 11-point South lead. Hernandez from outside the line, no good. And a whistle and a foul. Probably shooting.
South.
South will be shooting. Pinckney picks up his third. And Jake Knuth at the line. In the double bonus now, Chris. Oh, you know what I should have brought you tonight? I know you're not going to be there, but I should have brought you your old-timer card. I got to waste a stamp on you.
No. I think you'll see me somewhere.
Yeah, I might see you on Saturday.
Yeah, back-to-back back-to-back nights for South where they're going to allow about 20, 25 point scoring, 20, 25 point shooting in the second half.
We just lost a player. Connor Kraft commits his fifth foul, an offensive foul. He finishes with 12 tonight. Connor Harrison has 10 points to lead all South scorers. Schrader and Zietz each have 9. Jake Knuth has 8. We mentioned it earlier, a good balance by the Southsiders tonight in their scoring. Rolling down to 2:15 mark. South has been very patient last couple of trips. Zietz could dribble it. There you go. Inside feed to Schrader, and he's fouled by Hernandez. For Hernandez, that's his 4th.
Foul number 13, Christian Hernandez. 4th personal at the line, Matt Schrader.
I'll tell you, Chris, it's been a long time since Preble's gotten any points. I look through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-point run.
Well, I thought coming in, first team to 50 was going to win.
That's going to be South. Come on, Matt, knock it in.
He's made all his points from the free throw line.
1 basket, right? I think that's all he has.
10 points, 1 basket. He's made his free throws.
Cade Berceau with a nice drive to the basket. Finally breaks the ice here in the 4th quarter. They've gone a long time without scoring. They've got 5, 6, 7 points, but wow, it was a long time getting the last 2.
Yeah, they're just 5 of 20 shooting in the second half.
Harrison.
Oh, you guys.
Driving it to the hoop. I don't fault him for taking the shot. He had a wide open one, but let's put it in. 1:31 left, South by 11. We get a timeout. Red Wings. Full timeout, Scott. Break time for the announcers.
In Wisconsin, the laws are the same for bicyclists and motorists. So if you bike, ride with the traffic and obey stop signs and lights. Whether you ride a bike or drive a car, you must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians at marked and unmarked crosswalks. At intersections, always look for pedestrians before making a turn, and slow down in school zones and neighborhoods to keep our kids safe. Share and be aware. We're all responsible.
One more time, our crew tonight, Scott Maloff, our director, Eric Wiesman and Richard Bartson on the cameras. Chris Wright doing the color commentary. Is that how you say it? And Mike Martin, that's me, doing the play-by-play. Our next game will be on Saturday when South travels to the dark side to play North. Girls game will start at 6. Boys game will start about 20 minutes after that game. Also want to remind you about WSCSSheboygan.com. A lot of programming there for you to watch. Encourage you to go there. You can watch replays of this game and a lot of other stuff. Back to action on the floor. South with an 11-point lead. They got the 51st, so they're automatically going to win. Shot attempt by Taylor Charles is no good. South comes away with it. Good tip away, but Amundsen got it back. Delwich with the long arms. Good hustle by Carter. Little keep away, rolling down to the 42nd mark of the ball game. Chris is going to take off and see if he can't get a couple of interviews for us. Whoa. Rolling down to the 10-second mark. 5 seconds. And that's the ball game. South the winner, 50-39.
Thank you for coming out this evening. Drive home safely. It's been a pleasure. Good night.
Cable access channels ensure you the ability to exercise your First Amendment rights through the medium of television. They create opportunities for mutual communication, education, and artistic expression. Public access makes community participation possible and gives you a voice in your community and your world. Make sure everyone has a voice. Support your local public access channel.
Did you know that having diabetes puts you at risk for vision loss? I'm Dr. Robert Melendez for the American Academy of Ophthalmology. I see firsthand how vision problems can affect lives. We are urging adults with diabetes to strictly control their blood sugar levels and have dilated eye exams every year. Know your risks. Save your sight. To learn more about diabetes and eye health, visit geteyesmart.org.
I am a Packer fan.
And we're Packers fans.
Hi, I'm David Collins, Superintendent of the Wisconsin State Patrol. Packers fans are the best fans in football.
We are the ultimate team players.
The ultimate team player. Be the ultimate team player. Always have a designated driver.
Always have a
designated driver.
Live responsibly, Packer fans.
Don't let fans drive drunk.
Responsibility has its rewards.
Go Packers! Go Packers! Go Packers!
I've changed apartments several times. My roommates have always been trouble. Now, because of the economy, I've had to move back home. When my mom gets drunk, she tells me everything I do is going to fail. I get into arguments with her about her drinking. Dad goes to Al-Anon family groups. I didn't think Al-Anon would work for me, but every time I go, I feel better. If someone's drinking bothers you, you might find help in an Al-Anon family group meeting right here in our community. I found support there. You can too. Call 1-888-4-AL-ANON or visit AlanonFamilyGroups.org.
Hi, I'm Rosie Greer. As a former NFL player, I know the value of teamwork. That's why I'm here with my friend and prostate cancer survivor, Charlie Wilson.
Each year, more than 32,000 die from prostate cancer. African-American men are 60% more likely to be diagnosed with the disease and more than twice as likely to die from it.
Caught early, this cancer is highly treatable.
If you're over 40, man up. Speak to your doctor about your prostate health.
The Prostate Cancer Foundation is leading the way in discovering better treatments and cures.
Together, we can take aim against prostate cancer.
Every day, thousands of community and school groups, volunteer and government producers, technical staff and residents reach out to your community through one of the most powerful communication tools available, cable TV. PEG Access produces more new local programming each week than all the programming produced by NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, and PBS combined. PEG Access channels provide communities with a diverse, independent, and local voice. Thank you for watching and for your continued support of public, education, and government access television.
I'm bored. I think I'll ride my bike.
It may never be this easy to help your kids find balance, but you have more power than you know. For a free Parent's Handbook plus other resources, visit the We Can website. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
We're back here with two victorious Red Wings, Carter and Joey. Joey, 2 wins now. Building a little bit of momentum coming into Saturday.
It's a good run. We're hoping for 3 in a row against North. Knock them off after a hard loss last time. We're hoping to bounce back from that game.
Coach likes to play a lot of guys. Everybody gets included in the game. You know, you look at, well, I think the last game, everybody almost had a shot attempt, I think, or something like that. And then it seems like he always gets, you know, the starters in at the end. But you guys are gaining experience by all these minutes.
Yeah, it's good for team chemistry going into the future. Since we only have 2 seniors, it's good to get everybody in there working for next year.
Well, Jake kind of made a comment about that. He said, yeah, there's only, you know, Matt and I, and trying to help and build some momentum, and kind of basically said some things, yeah, we're trying to just gain experience and do things, and it seems to be helping.
Yeah, it's really helping. Those seniors are being good leaders out there, too, so it's helpful with them.
Game was almost the same as the other day, kind of a slow start, but then you trucked it on in the 4th quarter for you guys.
Yeah, it was a slow start, but we came back, got the ball, held it for a little bit, and just got our shots to go.
Well, congratulations, Joey. Carter, the wins just keep, you know, 2 in a row. That's got to be nice after things have been struggling a little bit, and, you know, it's got to be a lot easier coming to practice.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've been working hard all year. We've been working hard every practice, day in, day out, and finally it's paying off. It's nice to get some results, you know, feel reward for how hard you're working.
Yeah, and Jake and Connor kind of said the other day too. He said, you know, you guys have been struggling and things like that. And one of the comments, you know, that Jake kind of made was, if we just put 4 quarters together, today you kind of struggled a little bit to start the game, but at least the last 3 were pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we've been streaky. But when we finally put together 4 quarters, it's gonna be a good, solid game.
2nd game in a row, just allowing about 20-25% of shooting for the other team, and the defensive intensity. And I think he gave them about 12 or 13 turnovers in the second half too. So the defensive end's working as well.
Yeah, we knew we gave up almost 90 points to them last time we played them, so we knew we had to come out hard, come out and play good defense.
Well, I said the first team to 50 was going to win. You guys got to 50 first, so I didn't think about 90 or something like that. But practice still going all right and things like that. February's right around the corner, and, you know, the tournament's not too far away.
Yeah, you know, we're getting towards the end of the season, and, you know, we're starting to look towards the playoff. Everybody's getting excited. You know, no let up in practice, still going hard.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I thought you had great senior leadership the other day. Jake and Matt kind of took over, but today it just kind of like a slow dragging, little points here, little points there to get the victory. But you had nice senior leadership the other day.
Yeah, we did. It was a real team effort today. A lot of balanced scoring, you know, balanced shot attempts, and it's paying off.
Yeah, I think you're right. Hey, we'll see you guys on Saturday. Another win for the Red Wings. With that, we'll send it back to Marty.
All righty, South a winner 50-39. The story of the game was the second half. Preble only managed 19 second half points after putting up only 20 in the first half. They finished the game with only 7 points in the 4th quarter. Preble was led by number 35, Connor Kraft. He had 12 points. I do want to mention that they were missing their number 1 scorer, Olentier Bryant, didn't play. He had an injured knee, and of course that hurt the Preble chances. South had great balance tonight. Connor Harrison and Matt Schrader finished with 10 points each. Tyler Zietz and TJ Pitch had 9. Jake Knuth had 8, and then rounding out the scoring for the Red Wings was Cody McLaughlin with 4. With the win tonight, South improves to 3-15. Preble drops to 5-13. They're also tied now in conference. For WSCS, we run our record to 9-3. For the crew, Scott Maloff, our director, Eric Wiesman, and Richard Bartson on the cameras. For my partner, Chris Wright, I'm Mike Martin saying thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road. And that'll be on Saturday night when South travels to North for the North-South game.